I found a very good example to kind of like explain to you guys or give you a visual representation as to why I will forever stand 10 toes down on the fact that children are not off limits. Watch and see, and then I will tell you more.
I think there should be another genocide. Or a genocide.
You say genocide, you mean the women, the children, the kids?
Absolutely.
Why?
She's holding them right there. Those
Because
two
they're a poison and they need to be eradicated so my children and all the other white children have a chance in this world.
And you think genocide's the answer?
Yes. I think there should.
So, now, before you even say it, let me get that right off my chest. Oh, Nicole, but you don't know if these kids are going to grow up understanding that their parents did wrong. But I don't. I don't know that. And do you know what I also don't? Give a fuck. I also don't give a fuck. I will always categorically, right from the get-go, suspect other white people of being like that. Forever and ever, and until the day I die, I will forever suspect white people of being like that until they prove to me that they are not like that. Now you may be like, oh, they don't need to prove you anything. Right, they don't. They absolutely don't. But if they're not willing to, that means they're never going to have access to me. Meaning, if I make friends or if I have interactions with people, whatever, and it gets more private or it gets to like a platonic situation or relationship or whatever, I will forever suspect that you think this way until you prove to me that you don't. And if you care for me or care about me, you have no problem proving that you're not a racist piece of shit, okay? And if you have a problem with proving that because you're like, oh, I don't owe you shit, you and me, we are not on the same page to begin with. Because as much as I have a moral and historical and social obligation and duty to prove to, for example, Black people, people of color, Indigenous people, that I am not systemically, I am not on a personal level like this, we can't be friends, babe. We cannot, never, ever be friends. Because this whole thing like, oh, they don't owe you shit. First of all, it's wrong. First of all, that's wrong. Because if we grow up in a collective or as a collective of people that has benefits solely for the fact that we look the way we look and that we are being racially treated or navigating the world in the way we do because we racially belong to a certain group of people, as long as that is the case, we have a moral responsibility to prove to people that we are not like that. That's just the case because people that look like us, they have been doing the opposite forever, okay? White people have been systemically unsafe and are still systemically unsafe since forever ago, okay? So it is very much common fucking sense for us to be generally suspected of being not safe on an interpersonal level because on a systemic level, none of us is safe anyway, or none of us can be a safe person because of the importance and power that is behind whiteness, right? And if you are, as a person, as an individual, not willing to showcase to another person that you are not like that, even though the system gives us privileges and benefits for the fact that we look the way we look, then you are not worth it. You are shit to begin with. You are not worth the friendship, the trust, the benefit of the doubt among everything else. You're not worth it. It's very simple. Because if you are not racist, then you shouldn't have no problem proving it. Oh, but I'm not responsible for what other white people did. Right. Right. Give me a fucking break. You don't want to be responsible for what people like us have been doing, but you think every Muslim is responsible for 9/11. You think every Black person is responsible for whatever. You think individualism is only for us. So if a Black person does something, you be clutching your pearls once you see a Black person. If a Muslim person does something, you're like, oh my God, Muslims, they're this, they're that. Because individualism is only for us. And if you're not willing to break out from that cycle and extend individually to every single person, no matter their religion, their racial background, whatever, then you too don't get to enjoy that. If you don't see individuals, despite the fact that they are Muslim, they are black, they are this, they are indigenous, they are whatever, if you don't see these people as individuals, as individual people, as their own person, and you group all of them together and judge one for the actions of another, then you too don't get to enjoy that privilege in my world. And that leads me to the whole children off limits shit, okay? Children are only off limits when they are white, because once they are black, God forbid, there are 2 stages only in a black person's life. That is when they are the cute toddler and they are being fetishized by all types of stupid ass names that I'm not going to reproduce here, being compared to food in whatever shape or form. And if they outgrow that cuteness, they are now a systemic threat if they are male, and a sex object if they are a female kid. So miss me with the whole children are off limits shit, because according to you, only white kids are off limits. That is why this teathless bitch sat down there and was like, I think there should be another genocide. Babe, respectfully, if there's a genocide, people like you should be going first. Because what in the inferior biologic is going on here? These kids are translucent. What the fuck? These kids look like they are born with skin cancer ingrained in their DNA. You can literally see the biological mutation scream through the fucking screen. Did you see the dark circles that kid has? That kid has not had nutrition since 200 before Christ. And the lady here, when last did you brush your fucking teeth? Let's be honest. How old? See, this woman was probably 27, 28, looking like 43. If you are the biological inferiority, if you're the mutation among human beings, you should not be talking about a genocide, babe. Really not. And then, did you see that wannabe, I don't even know, Himmler that was standing by the side wearing a whole t-shirt with the Nazi flag on it, the swastika on it? Like, y'all are fucking insane. Y'all are fucking insane. How is the scrap, the leftover, the most mutated form of human DNA talking about a genocide? Like, have you seen yourself? Have you seen, you have 7 strands of hair and 3 teeth left. You should not be talking about a genocide. Jesus fucking Christ. And then those family settings will now be breeding those things, those little things that will be running around thinking they are superior, but God forbid they walk 2 miles down the road, they be read as Mr. Krabs because biologically inferior, okay? And you be talking about a genocide? This is the kind of mindset that these people are ingraining into their children. So by default, these kids are going to be a danger to black kids, to indigenous kids, to people of color. Generally, even in fucking kindergarten, you see these little shits reproducing all types of racist language. Oh, they don't know what they're doing. I don't give a shit if they don't know what they're doing. Harm is harm. Racism is violence. I don't give a shit if that fucking kid doesn't know what it's doing. If kids like mine are old enough to experience racism, shit kids like this are old enough to learn about it. But no. Your mom is literally the one telling us about there should be another genocide. While looking like, you know, when it's summer and you, I don't know if you're like outside Germany, I don't know how you guys dispose of your like food trash. In Germany, we have what they call the bio, okay? Anything that you eat in your household that's leftover food or that has gone bad, you put it inside there and then maggots start coming out. See, this woman looks like the inside of that kind of trash can, and you want to be talking about the genocide. You're raising the next generation of problems. How I wish you people would die out by default. Like, how I wish your kids would be just come to the world, be infertile so that you cannot reproduce. Y'all are the scraps of humanity, please. And it's because of people like this that I would never fucking give no fucking white kid the benefit of the doubt. Y'all are guilty by default until proven otherwise. If you want, chew on it, choke on it, I don't give a shit. If your kid is white, I will automatically suspect you, your kid, and anything from that family tree that is a circle because your parents look like they're siblings comes from your DNA. Anything that comes from your rotten DNA, I will suspect it because I know exactly how we are. And I know how we talk and what we enable. So as long as that is the majority and the majority of white people is quiet, we are all guilty by default. If you don't like it, fuck off. I don't care. It is better safe than sorry, okay? And I will not be sorry. I will not be sorry, okay? I suspect your kids, and that's it. Go and die if you don't like it.